All right, people. Welcome back again. Um, let's see how quickly we can do this. So we're gonna start with the losers of the day. I'm not gonna look at the CNBC website. My friend here can check that out if she wishes to elaborate on how the day went. I kind of feel it may have been a little bit more. I'm not going to say negative, but let's just say I don't think it was a strong positive day, but I could be wrong. Okay. So, we'll start with Intel. It took a dramatic dip, it looks like, um, which we kind of had expected, I will say. Um, at least I'll just speak for myself. I expected, only because it had been doing very well in the chip arena before all the other chips were doing well. It had got a boost from the Biden announcements several months ago. So this was post market and pre market yesterday and today, and then we continued basically. Uh, you're looking at over a dollar. Uh, what is this? Probably a dollar, over $1.25. Looks like close to $1.35, and that's about how much it is today. So it makes sense. Um, which is funny. It averages most a dollar around this $1.34 or so, and yet that's 8%. So are they saying that it moves 8% per day? That can't be right. That wouldn't make sense. That's not 8%.
Are they counting it from the 45 to the now?
I guess it could be 8%. What is it? 134 divided by what you got? We'll just say 1440. I don't know. You can do the math on that. 40. No, yeah, that's not 8%. So I don't know. I don't know why it's that. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, that's that. Um, I guess it's being counted from a perspective of from the time they always do this from where it's being counted from here at the end of the day yesterday at 4 p.m. to here at the end of the day today versus here to here. So they do closing to closing. That's why. So that gives you your 8% right there. Okay. All right. So it usually moves only, it looks around like half of that. So that's probably like a little bit less than half. 40, 30. Yeah. So, all right. Disney, uh, Negativo Day. We'll take a quick look. Um, it opened lower than where it closed at, and then it bounced up, and then came down, flat line, and then went further down. So I guess that's not good news. I did do a short, because I did like the short. I didn't get it up here. I got it here, and just got out immediately. But it did come back up. This is algos, all algos, these one-liners. But then it just dropped off a cliff. So um, I'm curious to see how this responds tomorrow.
I think there were some news about them winning some legalities or something of a proxy.
Who's winning something in court or something?
Hold on, let me check.
Obviously, Disney is not winning anything.
There was some news.
Campbell's had a significant drop today also. And if comparing where it closed yesterday to today, it was very significant. I had already been out of Campbell's. Um, Even though it has started to come up, it wasn't responding the way I wanted it to when I had got it in here. We bought it around the 40 area and kept getting in and out, making a few dollars here and there. And then when it got to this area, this 42 area to 44 area, it just kind of like stabilized and didn't keep going. But it was downgraded to a price target of 50. So that's when I was just like, I'm tired of it because I don't want to look at it until like next winter or something. Um, Dix had a drop over um 2.5%. Um, uh, Dix is one stock that I've been scared of. I don't know if they have been just lying to people or if there's something fake about them that I can't put my a finger on. Um, they have this one terrible quarter, and then they just blame randomly, like just stupid stuff like, oh, people are stealing like crazy, and like it's like if you have that much theft that you can't control, you shouldn't be in business. But then all of a sudden, they never had this issue or talked about this issue before. They talked about it here, and then oh, now nothing to see here on the next few earnings. So I think something's going on here. Um, I don't know what. Maybe they were just lying here just to um just to cover a bad performance. And that could easily be the case. Um, but I just don't like I just feel I could either see them come crashing down immediately with no explanation and then they can claim poor mouth, or they could like go up to $500. I see it as kind of like a GameStop stock or something like that, or AMC. Just very temperamental, and I think there's some lies behind it. But I don't know. That's just me. Um, Tractor Supply, Moderna, all had close to 2%, over 2 for Moderna. Tractor Supply 1.85. uh, American was over 1.5% down today. Um, and it just kind of went down all day. Um, Bank of America and EBC both were down over 1%, 1.35, and EBC 1.15 basically. Um, Macy's a percentage point down. It's slowly coming down. So we'll just watch and see. This was when I had liked the as a short, but I only had liked the 25 short. Um, uh, Avis CAR came down again close to a percent. It had been going up significantly. Um, and I'm just watching it to see if we can get to this 160 level. If it can fill, this is not really a gap down, but this candle here, uh, those are big boys. So I'm wondering if it can come back and and I do eventually want to short it, but I want to short it at an area where it has some support at, and this um this stock has been known to kind of wick up significantly all of a sudden. So I think if earnings comes out good, um, like it did this last time, um, I just feel based on this earnings number, they could keep going until next earnings. So I'd rather get a much better price on them. Mickey D's. Um, I thought about getting into this, and I did it. I don't think in my cash account. Um, Instead, I got into coin as a long instead of Mickey D's as a short. Uh, because my cash account, I can't do shorts anyway. Um, but we see the breakdown here. It looks like it's a little breakdown. Uh, we see the wick down, then we see one, then we see two. So we have the levels here. We would think this one's 270 level, we would get underneath and get closer to this level between 160. I mean 260, 250 and 260 basically. Um, but a lot of people who did take the short on this, they're sitting pretty and they're probably waiting for this 270 level, and then they may get some of it out and then see how much close to 250 it gets. Um, so, but McDonald's was down, Nike was down, um, and we have felt that was weak too, just because everything that's going on with Foot Locker, even though the earnings from Nike was good, but the way things responded was not expected. This is why people say do not trade earnings because you just don't know what will happen. And we think that it went down just because of outlook and people wanting it to go down. So Nike is still doing well. So uh, if you do like Nike, you may say, "Hey, let me look at this 86 area, 87 area, 85 to 87 area to try to get in if you do like it." Peloton, I didn't trade it today. I have forgotten and stayed in some of my Peloton from yesterday. I just had 100 shares, nothing big. Um, but I got out with a few pennies profit, a few dollars, um and yeah, this still applies to me. I think if you can get it closer to the 4.5, 420 area, it's good. I still look at this as a breakdown, and I still think it's going nowhere but down. And and in most cases, you can always buy all the shares you want of it. So I don't know, when it was at like close to five, people could have just sat on it. When we were close to six, and it had to bounce up. The nice bounce up was for the new year when we got basically to seven. Um, that was the nice bounce up, and you could have loaded up then and just okay, the new year and just wait. And if you want to take out like go 7 to 6, 6 to 5, and just keep taking it out 5 to 4, and eventually we're gonna get to 3. And the play here was buy it at the new year, get the most bang for your buck, highest price it will ever be, um, for the year probably, and then just take your money as it slides down, basically. Target, aka Target. We talked about our plan where that was gonna go. Um, Now it peaked just above 180, 181, and then it's starting to slide back. Um, if you like this, you can buy it on the slide, but ultimately we do feel that it will come up. When in doubt, zoom out. We're still, we may get back to this stabilization area. Who knows? But it's ultimately the gap's going to be filled, and it'll be back up where it should be. Dollar Tree, I know it had bad earnings, and so it was downgraded recently. It was downgraded, I think, with a price point of 140 today. Um, but I see it as going down. Maybe it hits the 140, but if it does, I personally, I kind of feel like I would be shorting that because I think it's going to continue to go down. So that's just me. Uh, XOM is doing very well. Um, and we're just trying to see. Oh, seems like we're not at all-time high yet. Looks like, but it's. I just see this as doing a breakout, and so we see this area here. Um, this 115 to, I don't know what you want to call it. Let's just call it 120 area, 118, 119. It will be doing its breakout. So, could have got in around 100. I didn't. That was sad. So, hey, it is what it is. Um, Google, I talk about Google all the time. I'm not gonna really talk about it today. Seemed like it did a little trip up here in the aftermarket where it bounced up and came back down. Um, yeah, I'll talk about it another day. I feel like it. Um, it's an all-time high though. Microsoft, same thing. It's still in an all-time high area. Not gonna talk about it. We talk about it every day, so you guys know where that is. Um, Usually we'll do our big thorough review on Sundays or Mondays, and then I hate rehashing a lot of this. If I've you because there's not really anything that has changed since Sunday or Monday. We got to see how things develop for the week, and then at the start of the week, maybe we'll talk a little bit more. Walmart seems like it could be coming down, but I honestly think that's fake news. And it had its split. It's doing well. It will be breaking out soon. This is just the time. If you want to get in, it's a nice time to get in. That's all I can say. Um, all of these retail companies and stuff like that, Walmart, trust me, they're making money hand over fist. So, maybe some people want to take a few dollars. Maybe people, you know, some people took their money at the split or whatever, but ultimately it will come back up, and people will make money. Uh, this is not, oh, the other one wasn't Bank of America, it was Boeing and EBC. Uh, I mistook Boeing for, before I said it was 1.25 or 35. down movement. I called it Bank of America. That was actually Boeing. Bank of America is actually up. Um, had a little wick. Nothing's really changed here. Obviously, Bank of America has the benefit of being a big bank, so it will do well. Apple, I'm surprised that Apple was positive today. Huh, interesting. All right, let's take a look. Seems like Apple, um, it it shot up right at opening, and the bulk of they were shorting this. I think they must have lost money on this because there really wasn't much opportunity for shorts.
Yeah, they probably did because some of them were shorting it.
I saw everyone shorting unless they shorted up here, which I don't think so, because they were shorting in the very beginning. This doesn't look good. Um. Anyway. Um. Yeah. So Apple is at its lows. We're underneath a little area here. I don't think it will go that much more lower. Let's see. The next area we have is basically this 150 area, and we shall see. Um, I'm not against someone saying, "Hey, let me buy a few nibbles and see," but the more prudent thing to do would just be the wait. And if you want to day trade, but wait and see if it recovers or not. You know, the trend, I don't know. Let's just see if it recovers or not. This could be another, not breakout, but breakdown. So, um, I think you just have to wait here. I will say that it's been very, very negative. So, um, uh, Amazon, negative day. It's at all time highs. Oh, I'm sorry, a positive day. Um, it's at all time highs. It basically did what Apple did. Um, AMD, one of the chips, positive. Um, Tesla was positive. I played around with that. Um, made a few dollars. Wasn't bad. Um, and then in the end, I did a smart thing and shorted it uh, as it came down. So, um, Meta was up. It's over 500 now. So, um, if I had some sound effects for applause, I would turn that on and have clapping noises and cheering uh, because obviously I was just totally wrong about this thing and I'm just at all. So, so yeah. But all I can say is this too shall pass. People eventually will take money, and even though we're at new levels, um, everything gets frothy at the top eventually. Um, so I'm in this in my cash account. I bought a few shares just to monitor. This looks like it could be a breakout to me, potential, like at the low end here. And I'm thinking that if you zoom out, uh, we're going to get at a bare minimum because we've already got past our base level here that has created some support. So obviously we're going to get to this 300 level from my point of view. And this peak, you're looking at 370. So I'm just waiting for the 300 and seeing how far up we're going to go. Um, and, you know, see if we're going to get to all-time highs again, new 52-week highs, or just say new all-time highs. Because I don't even think we have, I guess, okay, we do have 2001, okay. But coin doesn't have a long track record, let's just say. But I feel bullish about coin, especially with how Bitcoin in general is doing. So yeah, I want to watch it, and I do like it, and I do see myself buying some dips in my cash account. Open, you guys know what I feel about open, and it's just I've just been saying wait for the 250, 240 area and see if it drops down. It's nothing really the right home here. I've just continued to say short the pops, aka anything over $3. Eventually, as we come into the spring, we may have a crash. I think we will have a crash, but we're definitely going to hit this 250, 240 area. And then it's just a question of, hey, going back up for the typical spring season, or continuing to drop down, because even in the spring and summer, people won't be buying houses because they can't afford them, and B, interest rates are too high. So that's that. GE came back. I would have thought GE, it did basically a reversal. It did like 21% one day and then come back the next day. And it's basically because people have factored all of this split and everything. They have been factored in for probably months, if not years. So we had a downturn like crazy, and then it just jumped back up. So um, that's probably why. So now people just came in and bought it cheap. Um, I really don't have anything. Let me see if I have anything on my second page. I'm gonna try to keep it quick. Um, Foot Locker down again. BJ's, okay. Hog at 42. We like Hog at 11, but I think it was at closer to 30. Um, wouldn't buy it now. Bud Light. Let's see how Bud doing. Uh, Overall, they trended down. Uh, I don't know what is this, but here had a base time. Also, did get back up, and now it's coming back down again. So you may get some support here. So we'll see. You may get some support here for it to come back up, but it seems like it's recovered somewhat. It didn't move that far down for people who were so boycotting it. Um, that's all. Um, yeah, that's it. Not gonna do any videos or anything. We're just gonna call it a day. Hope you guys got something out of this. Please help support us. If you're watching this, if you get anything out of this, please, please, please like, subscribe, watch, and that will help us out a lot.
And
Thank
leave
you guys,
comments.
and have a good one. Anything to add, Miss Munoz?
Yeah, we would appreciate comments as well or questions. I did find the article about Disney that I was talking
Okay.
about. It's
What
on
happened?
CNB. It's on CNBC.
What
Huh?
what happened?
Oh, I thought you were gonna go there.
No. Do you want to talk about what happened?
Uh, Disney wins proxy fight against activist investor Nelson Peltz as shareholders re-elect full board.
Oh God. Okay. They've been dealing with that. That's the least of their worries.
So
Trust me.
that's why I think it went down.
That's the least of their worries.
Disney prevailed in the proxy fight against Nelson. Peltz failed to win seat as shareholders vote to re-elect the company's full board. Its defeat for Peltz and stamp of approval for efforts by Disney's board and CEO Bob Iger to turn around the company.
Yeah, if they had dealt with this activist guy, they would have went down even further. It's a good thing that's happened. Um, put Disney on the notes as a whatever their closing price is. Put them on the notes at least as a long for manana. That's the one thing that I get out of that. So long for Disney. That's a day trade. Anyone looking for a quick day trade tomorrow. All right, guys. Peace out.